Day 1 of Drawing Who Monsters. Today's monster, the Weeping Angels. The Weeping Angels are a race of predatory creatures from the long-running science fiction series Doctor Who. They were introduced in the 2007 episode Blink, making repeat appearances in later episodes. They also appeared in the spin-off series Class. Since their initial appearance, they have been persistently nominated as one of the most popular and frightening Doctor Who monsters. Stephen Moffat attributes their appeal to childhood games such as Grandmother's Footsteps and the notion that every statue might secretly be a disguised weeping angel. In their usual form, weeping angels resemble silent human-sized stone statues in the form of winged angels in draped clothing, such as might appear as tomb statuary in a Victorian graveyard. As they close in on more aware victims, they transform to a more horrific, bestial, and demonic aspect with wide-open mouths, vampiric teeth, and clawed hands. It is also implied that weeping angels can mimic the forms or dimensions of a broader range of statuary if required. In The Angels Take Manhattan, 2012, one weeping angel takes the form, or hijacks the existing form, of the Statue of Liberty, manifesting as a full-size Liberty with weeping angel features, and the final moments of Blink, 2007, suggest that any statue might be a disguised weeping angel. In the episode The Angels Take Manhattan, another form of weeping angel is shown, the cherubim. Unlike the weeping angels, the cherubim are not silent, making a childlike giggling and having audible footsteps. It is not explicitly stated that these are young weeping angels, but they are referred to as the babies. When they are not being observed by another being, weeping angels can move very quickly and silently. Their phenomenal speed allows them to close distances of meters literally in the blink of an eye. However, when they are being observed they become quantum-locked, occupying a single position in space and becoming stone. In this state, they are frozen and difficult to destroy. Weeping angels are physically very strong, although they rarely physically kill a victim since this wastes the time-potential energy which the weeping angels would otherwise consume. They prefer to take their energy from live victims, but if required, they can drain other forms such as that from electric lights or other electronics. Weeping angels have also exhibited a startling ability to project themselves through images. Using this ability, the weeping angels appear to manifest themselves from anything from videos to drawings. Weeping angels can also imprint a mental image of themselves into a person's mind by usually looking straight into their eyes. The image then gestates and takes over the person's body to manifest as a new weeping angel. Biology. With an age almost as old as the universe itself, weeping angels that were converted from ordinary statues appeared as they did before being taken over. Other angels resembled stone statues of winged, humanoid angels in chitons. Baby angels resembled cherubs, naked, infant-sized versions of adult angels. Baby angels possessed the same traits as adults, but when unseen, their footsteps and childlike giggles could be heard. Angels sometimes took the form of even bigger statues, such as the Statue of Liberty. TV, The Angels Take Manhattan, when showing ferocity, weeping angels would bare their fangs and claws. TV, Blink. According to River Song, who had access to the definitive book of the weeping angels, the angels were, in truth, not really stone, and they only took upon that form when quantum-locked to defend themselves and to hide as statues. As such, she noted they would become statues as soon as any sentient life form looked upon them, only to be freed to their true form when that individual looked away. WC, Monster File, Weeping Angels. Weeping angels in the form of babies. TV, The Angels Take Manhattan. Weeping angels grew weaker from starvation without their usual energy supplies to keep them fed, with the stone wearing away over years. This wearing could become so severe that they might not look like their original forms anymore, losing their wings and becoming more like a typical statue of great age. Weak angels did not have the same speed as their healthy counterparts. They could regain their appearance and restore themselves if re-energized. A single hour was all it would take for them to restore themselves. TV, The Time of Angels, weakness could hamper their ability to send people through time. TV, The Angels Take Manhattan. Powers and abilities. Touch of an angel. The weeping angels could displace their victims backwards in time with a single touch. They would then consume the potential energy from the lives the victims would otherwise have led. They could move people through space as well as time, as for instance Kathy was touched in London, but ended up in Hull in 1920. TV, Blink. In some cases, victims were transported over space but in the same time period. This was helpful for directing victims, such as Rory Williams, to quantum energy farms, like Winter Quay in New York. TV, The Angels Take Manhattan. Other times, victims were transported back in time in the same place, intentionally isolating them, as in the case of the quantum energy farm. TV, The Angels Take Manhattan, or in the creation of absolute isolation for quantum extraction. TV, Village of the Angels. The 10th Doctor theorized that getting touched by the same angel as someone else would send you back to the same time as them when he, Martha Jones and Billy Shipton all got sent back to 1969. TV, Blink. This theory would seem to hold as Rory Williams and Amy Pond both got sent to the 1930s. TV, The Angels Take Manhattan. This ability led the 5th Doctor to describe them as the most humane psychopaths in the universe. Audio, Fallen Angels. Different sources disagreed on the impact of being touched by a weeping angel twice. In Metterton, isolated by the angels from both space and time, being touched a second time could cause a human to crumble to stone, destroying Gerald and Jean in 1901, rather than sending them back a second time. TV, Village of the Angels. In New York City, however, Rory Williams was touched several times, being brought from Central Park to another street, then to Winter Quay, then further back in time in the same location, before time was changed by a younger Rory and Amy Williams, poisoning the stock by creating a paradox. TV, The Angels Take Manhattan. It's possible both are options, with the result being up to the angel in question to decide. Quantum locking. The weeping angels had a unique and nearly perfect defense mechanism, quantum locking, which caused an angel to literally turn to stone when observed. TV, Blink, even indirectly. TV, Flesh and Stone, Village of the Angels. This meant they could not attack while being seen, but also ensured they would not come under attack themselves, as, when transformed into stone, a weeping angel could not be killed. TV, Blink. One of quantum locking's drawbacks was that weeping angels had to cover their eyes, to ensure they would not engage each other's defenses. If two or more weeping angels saw one another, they could be trapped forever. TV, Blink. Audio, Fallen Angels. This caused the 10th Doctor to think of them as the universe's loneliest assassins. TV, Blink. When unobserved, a weeping angel could move incredibly fast, traveling great distances in the blink of an eye. TV, Blink. They would often slow down the closer they got to their prey, as though playing with their food. Audio, Fallen Angels. Quantum locking came into effect even when the angel was observed through a medium like glass, or from another location entirely, viewed remotely on a monitor with CCTV footage. Comic. A little help from my friends. TV, Flesh and Stone, Village of the Angels. An angel could also engage their quantum locking on instinct when they believed they were being observed. Amy Pond acted as though she could see the weeping angels, and they turned to stone all the same, though they cautiously began to re-engage as this false belief faltered. TV, Flesh and Stone. Victims could avoid the angels by winking rather than forcing their eyes open and not blink. The 10th Doctor avoided them in this way during World War I. Comic. The Weeping Angels of Mons, and Amy Pond did this briefly, though visibly struggled with it. TV, The Time of Angels. Physical strength. When an angel was sufficiently fed, and had no need for further resources, it could kill by sneaking up behind their victim and breaking their neck. The angels showed great physical strength, being able to break through steel doors, force magnetized wheels to turn, and snap necks without difficulty. TV, The Time of Angels / Flesh and Stone, The Lost. Psychic powers. When victims looked an angel in the eyes, the angel could infect their visual centers, creating an image in their mind. The victim could then be mentally influenced by the angel until it became fully grown, at which point it could escape the person's body, killing them. This ability could only be stopped by shutting down the visual center, that is, by closing one's eyes. If reopened, the 11th Doctor theorized this process would continue. TV, the time of angels/flesh and stone. Examples of mental influence included making the victim count down the minutes to their death, and making the victim hallucinate that a limb was petrified. They would also dissuade their hosts from closing their eyes, which would shut down their influence. TV, the time of angels/flesh and stone. A rogue weeping angel once inhabited the mind of Claire Brown, and made her hallucinate that she had angel wings. As she began to transform, Claire's extremities did actually start to petrify. TV, Village of the Angels. Unlike in Amy Pond's case, which did not progress this far, TV, Flesh and Stone, others could see this transformation. TV, Village of the Angels. In one unique case, a single angel was able to infect and convert the robotic heavenly host, only Gabriel being able to resist the change. As the host were already angelic in appearance, the transformation consisted of liquid rock being expelled from the face and coating them, instead of an angel popping out of their heads. Comic, a confusion of angels. Propagation. River Song once stated that there were always weeping angels lurking in the dark on any planet and warned that any statue someone encountered could be an angel in hiding, waiting for their target to blink or look away. WC, Monster File, Weeping Angels. She also once indicated that the angels had an ability to transform ordinary statues into weeping angels, or at least to inhabit them. TV, The Angels Take Manhattan. Anything with the image of a weeping angel, such as a photo or a video recording, also gained the abilities of an angel, and would eventually become an angel, provided the image wasn't broken. TV, The Time of Angels, Game, The Lonely Assassins. Some attempts to destroy the image, such as the 13th Doctor burning Claire Brown's illustration, could strengthen the angel, in this case creating a fiery apparition of a weeping angel. TV, Village of the Angels. Though it took a lot of effort, when given a chance, a weeping angel could move out from its image, taking physical form as it advanced. TV, The Time of Angels, Village of the Angels. Even mental images of sufficient presence and clarity could allow a weeping angel to take form within that person's mind, taking over and slowly transforming them. Claire Brown had premonitions of the weeping angels and the TARDIS, and became a host for a rogue weeping angel seeking refuge from the division. TV, Village of the Angels. An angel could also be created this way if an angel were to see itself, as in a mirror. The angel's reflection would be perpetually staring at itself for as long as the angel were reflected. However, once the new angel came into being, so long as the weeping angel continued to stare at its own reflection, more would be created. Prose, Magic of the Angels, Audio, Fallen Angels. If a weeping angel became trapped in a CCTV system, it would be able to follow its victim in the image created by the camera, but not in the real world. An angel threw Mark Whitaker back in time after it chased him through the CCTV systems of a high street. However, the effort this cost the angel caused it to solidify in the real world and crumble into dust. Prose, Touched by an Angel. If a video recording of a weeping angel was made, then once the video became an angel, it could exert significant power and influence over and through any system directly exposed to the recording the angel came from. A projection of one angel created from a looped recording displayed the ability to deadlock a vessel's entire system even when it had no deadlock seal, and protect the vessel's walls against penetration by methods such as thermal cutting. TV, The Time of Angels. If a weeping angel fed on a Time Lord, they can use the future regeneration energy to create more of themselves. This happened when the 6th Doctor was sent back in time and the 10th Doctor took him back to his TARDIS, creating 7 other angels, equal to the number of regenerations separating them. Displacing the 2 incarnations of the same time created 49 angels. Audio, Wink. Communication. The weeping angels did not naturally possess intelligible voices. TV, The Time of Angels. Although they could produce screeches as a form of laughter, TV, Flesh and Stone, and the infants could produce childlike giggles. TV, The Angels Take Manhattan. That said, a weeping angel could take the consciousness, and voice, of someone they had killed. TV, The Time of Angels, Audio, The Side of the Angels. As with Cleric Bob, an angel could speak through their victim's consciousness to communicate with others. The angel chose Bob in particular in order to infuriate the 11th Doctor, showing a capacity for understanding others' emotions. TV, The Time of Angels. In one case, a weeping angel took the voice of the person they were attempting to communicate with, playing his own voice from his television set and engaging him in conversation, before taking form. TV, Village of the Angels. They also possessed the ability to communicate with each other over long distances, even when frozen. TV, The Angels Take Manhattan. Other abilities. The kiss of a weeping angel had various abilities and effects, including transforming kissed people into complete duplicates of other individuals, which died after a matter of weeks. An angel's kiss could also suck a kissed victim of their life energy, reducing them to dust. Prose, The Angel's Kiss, a Melody Malone mystery. Weeping angels also had excellent night vision. When their prey could not see them, allowing them to act, a weeping angel could navigate terrain in total darkness. TV, Blink et al. Other energy sources. The weeping angels could also feed on other types of energy, such as radiation given off by a Galaxy-class star liner, or the electrical energy from power grids or portable devices, such as torches. This would cause lights to flicker, making it easier for them to get around their quantum locking. TV, Blink, The Time of Angels/Flesh and Stone, Village of the Angels. One account suggested the angels could feed on the energy of a temporal paradox, prose, touched by an angel, whereas another source showed that a paradox could poison their food supply, killing most of the weeping angels involved. TV, The Angels Take Manhattan. Weaknesses. Killing an angel. A starved weeping angel. TV, The Time of Angels. Because of their defense mechanism, weeping angels were very hard to kill, being immune to all kinds of weapons. However, they were capable of starving to death if left without time energy for too long. TV, The Time of Angels/Flesh and Stone. It was also possible to defeat weeping angels by forcing two angels to look directly at each other, which would cause them both to constantly see and quantum lock each other. TV, Blink. Another way of defeating them, and the only way of killing them apart from starvation, was to cause a paradox which would poison the time energy they used to feed. TV, The Angels Take Manhattan. When the angels were starved, they could be vulnerable to grenades. Comic, The Weeping Angels of Mons. Araxicoricophilipation was strong enough to behead a weeping angel with a single swipe. Comic, A Confusion of Angels. Weeping angels appeared to have the ability to reform themselves when destroyed in their stone form, however. An angel reformed itself when it was destroyed by the doctor's sonic screwdriver, despite missing its right arm. TV, Good as Gold. A group of angels were also killed, or at least, dispersed to the point where their consciousnesses could no longer affect anyone, when the doctor used CCTV cameras to film them, while also having each angel viewing all the others through the screens. This caused the angels to dissolve into the screens. Prose, Touched by an Angel. Stay tuned for the next monster, The Silence.